Welcome back to Healing Spirit, everyone. This is Autumn today with your reading. We will be asking for some advice from Spirit about your current situation or issue that you might be having. We'll be taking a look at your current energy, the energy of whatever it is you're worried about, any advice from Spirit, and a possible outcome in the end of this, and what could happen. They'll also be using my fairy deck and my, oh my goodness, why can't I remember the name of this deck? That's so embarrassing, you guys. My Believe in Your Own Magic deck. That is what this deck is called right here. Sorry, guys. A little bit of brain fog for the day. So we will be taking a look at those oracle messages for you, and I think now would be the perfect time for me to move this out of your way so you can take a look at these piles. We have pile 1 with the crystal quartz and the Lumos Maxima card. And I used my Modern Witch Tarot for that. We have my Obsidian with the Expecto Patronum card and the Radiant Tarot. And we have Green Aventurine with the Wingardium Leviosa and the Witch's Tarot. Okay, so before we, really get into it, Lumos Maxima is the enlightening spell from the Harry Potter movies. That is just to bring you light, bring you guidance. The Expecto Patronum is almost like a protective talisman, you could say, where in your darkest moments you can bring forth your own light and protection from within. And Wingardium Leviosa is the making something float spell, and for me it kind of signifies releasing the things that are holding you back and holding you down. Okay, so go ahead and take just a minute to pick your deck, pick your pile. Use your intuition to be guided to whatever of these piles calls to you. Don't be afraid to pick more than one pile if you're drawn to more than one. This is all just advice, just energy that we're, kind of taking a look at for you. If it does not resonate with you, it was not meant for you. And that is okay. There are plenty of other readings out there that you might find the guidance that you're seeking, okay? I hope that this finds everyone when they are supposed to hear it, and I hope that these messages help you make decisions and, help give you a little clarity and guidance in life. So go ahead and take your time and pick one of these piles, and I will be back with you in just a moment to do your reading for you. Thank you, guys. Hello, pile 1. This is for anyone who chose the Lumos Maxima card. Finding your light, I see pile 1, or the clear quartz crystal pointer. Okay, so as you remember from the intro, I did show you this already, and we are getting advice from Spirit about your current situation or any issue that you're having right now, pile 1. So the way that I have pulled this is I have 2 cards over here representing your energy. I have 4 cards here representing the energy of whatever you're worried about, whatever you're questioning, whatever situation that you're kind of have in mind coming into this reading. Here I have 4 cards with advice from Spirit, and here I have the possible outcome of this situation if you follow the advice of Spirit. After we've gone over your tarot cards, I will pull from 2 of my oracle decks for you, and we'll go over that as well. Okay, let's get into it, pile 1. Starting with the 10 of Wands. When you look at this card, you're overworked, you're carrying a heavy burden, you're giving too much of yourself, and you're worrying over something that you really don't have any control over. The more you lift up, the more you try to carry, the less control you have, because you have less of a grip on things, right, pile 1? So, you know, just remember, you might be carrying a lot going into this reading. We also have the Knight of Swords for your energy, pile 1. You notice on the Knight of Swords, just charging right into battle, right? She's just charging right on in. I have a feeling you have the habit of diving right into whatever it is you set your mind to. Whether it's helping your family, helping your friends, taking care of people, you feel a zest for it. It's something that you enjoy doing, but at that same time, you tend to take on too much. You give your time and energy so generously, and I get the feeling that you've been giving it too generously lately. For some reason, I'm feeling like this reading might be a little bit more towards like a group of friends, because I feel like you're that friend that lifts everyone up in their times of trouble and will always come rushing right into their defense or to help them if they're ever down and out. Like, you're always the friend that shows up. You're always the person that shows up. And this can be true in romantic relationships, and this can be true in familial relationships. This can be true at work. You are somebody who is highly dependable, who likes to take on challenges, who feels they're most invigorated when you are being challenged, pile 1. You right now are kind of carrying the burdens of so many people. You know, you have your own responsibilities and obligations, but then you also tell your friend that you'll house sit for them while they go out on, you know, they go out on vacation, and you're taking care of their house and you're letting their pets out and all of that stuff. You're kind of drowning in your own responsibilities, and then you just keep taking on more for other people. And I think you're getting kind of sick of it, pile 1. I think that you're kind of getting tired of always being there and always showing up for everyone around you, and not having that same energy reciprocated. You're kind of burning your candle at both ends. You're burning your wick at both ends, pile 1. That is definitely the feeling I get with these two cards. And now we will go into the energy of your current situation. Okay, pile 1. So starting out pretty, okay, let's get into this, my lovely lovelies. You're starting this energy out in the 3 of Swords energy. You know, it may involve a problem amongst a group of 3 people. It could be if you're in a romantic relationship and you're asking about that. Possible infidelity. It doesn't have to be physical infidelity. It could be emotional. But it is looking like 3 separate people involved, possibly. If not, you know, it could just be a sense of betrayal and heartache on your part, pile 1. The Page of Wands to me is always, you know, not just to me, but in general, is very young energy. Somebody who's very spirited, someone who's very fiery. But also, you know, the thing to remember with the Page is they tend to be young still, and sometimes with youth can come a certain level of immaturity and pettiness, and I feel like there can be some little catty back and forth kind of mean girls energy in this situation, where if it is like a group of friends that you're worried about right now, it can be like, I get that Mean Girls energy, like with Lindsay Lohan and Rachel McAdams. If this is for a romantic relationship, again, I do feel like there is a certain level of pettiness that, you know, when your significant goes low and kind of hurts you, you say, forget about it, and you go even lower, you know, pile 1. And with the 10 of Wands and then the 10 of Swords also showing up as everything is fine, again, it's that heavy burden that you're just carrying too much and you are in pain all of the time. And you're really trying to act like everything's fine, but it's not fine, you know, and you're really struggling right now. And with the 5 of Wands energy here, you know, that's explosive, it's fiery, it's chaos and fighting, and it's not a peaceful situation. It's not a situation that you're being your best version of yourself, you know. If you look, there's so much drama going on in this, you know. Everybody's taken a hit. I feel like, you know, again, I said if this situation you're inquiring about is romantic, the energy around it is really toxic and petty and immature. There could be cheating. There is betrayal and there is heartbreak there. And you keep trying to put on a brave face, but you're hurt. And if this is for a friend group or family issues, there's still a level of pain and fighting, betrayal. Like, think about it. If this is for a familial situation, you know, you are the sibling that goes to bat for all your other siblings, and the one time you kind of need their support, none of them show up for you, you know. Or you've just had, you know, as an example, you just had your first child, and, you know, you're so excited and your partner's family comes in and loads up on that baby, but then none of your family shows up. Meanwhile, for all of your nieces and nephews, you've always shown up. You've shown up, you've babysat, you've changed diapers, you've been there. But then when you have your own experiences, nobody feeds back into your cup. It feels like no matter what the situation is, you have been holding on to this for so long and you're always trying to be the bigger person. But sometimes that pettiness and that immaturity can come out, you know, and it's not who you want to be. You're not who you want to be in this connection, in this situation. There's a lot of catty energy, whether it's directed at you or it makes you feel catty. This is not a good situation for you to be in. It is very toxic. Next, we are going to be getting some advice from Spirit. And here we have the Death card, the 9 of Cups, the 9 of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. Okay. So, I know that some people, you'll tend to see the Death card and you'll start freaking out. Don't. Death just means change. It means going on to the next phase, right? Because when you pass, you go to the next phase of your soul's journey, okay? So don't see the Death card and freak out. I do feel like Spirit's advice in this situation is to walk away from this situation with the Death card. You've overexerted yourself. You have given too much of yourself. And it might be the type of situation, especially with the 9 of Cups and the 9 of Wands showing up with that energy of, not only are you ready for anything with the 9 of Wands, but the options are endless for you. You could be coming out of this situation, this toxic situation, where the person or people involved have made you feel less than this whole time. And Spirit's coming through saying, no, you have an overabundance of. You should be confident going into this next phase of your life. There is nothing stopping you except for yourself, except for your own limiting beliefs. You have all of these options lined up. You have carried all of this burden. You can put it down now. You can put it down. You are ready to let go of these burdens and move on. With the Queen of Cups, you're finding your inspiration again if you continue on this journey. You know, you have to trust your intuition. You have to get in touch with your inner self. And the Queen of Cups is this energy of you coming into yourself and you really finding your inner peace. You know, the cycle, this toxic cycle is coming to an end. I feel like if you can put so much time and energy and effort and love into this type of situation that's just so negative, you know, and you've always given your best and you've always done above and beyond for everyone else. If you can give all of that to this type of situation, if you really put the work in for yourself and into yourself, the next phase of your life is going to be so much more than you could ever have thought. You know, I do get this feeling that you are a lot stronger than you realize and that you're underestimating yourself. And it's not necessarily your voice that you're hearing when you underestimate yourself, but you have to start believing in yourself. Look at her. She is so confident. She is so confident. They both know that they have this. They can do anything that they set their minds to. And so can you. Don't doubt yourself. And then we have the possible outcome if you continue, if you take Spirit's advice. We have the Four of Wands. Okay, I love that for you because it's walking into a new season, walking into your own, walking into an abundance of new adventures, you know. And maybe not walking into it by yourself, whether you find new love or new friendships or maybe new family that makes you feel like you truly belong. You also have the Moon. Learning. Okay, so with this particular deck, I do feel like if you look at the artwork on this one, this is really learning to get in touch with yourself. You'll be on this beautiful journey of self-discovery and learning your worth, and it'll be magnificent for you. And then you also have the Ace of Wands. You have a lot of Wands energy. So I do feel, you know, you could be a fire sign. We are in Leo season, so this could definitely, you know, we are coming up into, you know, the Leo season where there's a lot of fire energy. So it could be that this is all going to be happening really quickly for you. You know, a lot of these, you know, Knight of Swords moving in a fast energy, making big decisions and taking on new adventures and stepping into a new time in your life. The Ace of Wands is like a new passion, new fire, new adventure for you. You're scared of letting go. I feel like you're very scared of like trying new things because you're so used to what you have right now. But the possibilities are endless for you, and the possibility of a happily ever after it's there. The potential is there. You wouldn't go scuba diving without taking lessons, right? So this isn't saying be reckless and just dive right into everything because you do already have that propensity. It's saying learn new things and build on those things that you've learned and go on adventures and learn more. Let go of things that hurt you and, you know, really walk into your own, you know, find your inner goddess, find your inner fire, find your inner passion, and don't let anyone else put your fire out, you know, pile one. So I'll pull a couple cards from two of my oracle decks and we'll see what they say for you, pile one. Any advice for pile one? Anything that pile one needs to know with regards to this situation? Any words of encouragement? Any advice? Okay. One more pass for this one. You also have focus on the here and nostalgia. Focus on the, focus on the here and now. Number 33. You do have quite a few threes in this reading. You have 13, Lioness, you've earned all your stripes. 3, Tower, unplug and relax for a spell. And then you have 29, Feast, slow down and celebrate yourself. With these cards, it's again reiterating that you've been feeling stuck, and you know, it's saying keep your passion, but at the same time, don't just rush headlong into things anymore. Sort of take your time, assess the situation, slow down a little bit. You know, don't be afraid to feel yourself either. Like, I feel like, especially these cards where they're so confident, I feel like you really need to move into your confidence now, pile 1. Like, now is the time, if you know what I'm saying. Now is the time to step into your confidence, step into your worth. Don't let anyone tell you that you are worth any less than what you are worth. You know, like, you are a magnificent ray of sunshine. You are a lioness. You're a tiger, really, because, you know, lionesses don't really have the stripes. But you have earned all your stripes. You have been through so many things in life, and it's your time to really shine in that, you know. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Friendship. Remember I said earlier, I think this has to do with friendships. Flourish. These all came out in the middle here, these 4. So they'll take these 4. Purity and nature's signs. And then on the bottom we have hope. And it says, hope is always there, even if we can't see it. Optimistic expectations can help change a negative situation into a positive one. So again, that's going back into what we were saying earlier, or what I was saying earlier, about, you know, this is such a negative situation that you're coming from. This situation that you're inquiring about right now is just, it's not a happy place for you. And you're coming into, once you can let go of that, you're coming into a season of abundance and prosperity. You know, we said, you know, I said earlier that I do have a strong feeling that this reading is for a friendship group. And this card came out and it says friendship. Fairies and humans alike need friends. Now is the time to seek out those who will support and encourage you on your journey to fulfill your dreams. And I feel like if this is about a group of friends, they are not being there for you. They are not giving you that support. They are not refilling your cup the way that they should when you pour so generously into them. You notice, again, I said that this is possibly between 3 people earlier, and even this card represents the 3. There have been a lot of 3s again in here. So this, again, this could be, you know, the 2 over you kind of looking down on you, and you down here just, again, finding a little blue jay and giving, you know. Flourish. The lotus flower fairy tells you to learn from experience and shed your inner light on any unclear areas of your life for those of others. Or those of others, sorry. And purity. I want to read these 2 together for some reason. Purity. Always trust in the purity of your heart. Look inside your heart and within you. You will find the answer to your questions. So, with these 2, I feel like, you know, again, when I first started this reading, I told you your energy being someone who always lifts the heavy burdens for people, who always is like that fun, excited friend. You are someone who is very pure. And I feel now is the time for you to step out of the shadow of others and really step into your own light and flourish. No matter what anyone around you has done, no matter what their influences have been, you've always remained true to yourself. And now is the season where you'll be recognized for that. You know, people will really acknowledge who you really are and appreciate who you really are. Then we have nature's signs. Be receptive to subtle messages from nature as you go about your day. Nature talks to us continually. We need only to open our hearts and minds. So in this situation, you know, you're getting messages every day, you know, whether it be something you notice in the clouds, or you see a certain type of animal or insect or something that is significant to you. So like if I see dragonflies and blue jays, that's a sign from spirit for me. When I see crows, that's another sign. There are certain animals and signs in nature that my spirit team and I have come to an agreement that when they send them, that's kind of like you're on the right path. Because as humans, we can get really discouraged in these moments of, it all feels too much and I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. Is this the right path? Is this the right decision? And the universe and Mother Nature and, you know, spirit has a way of communing with us. And I think that you need to pay attention to those signs, because once you do, you will find an abundance of them, whether it's angel numbers or you see a deer or, you know, whatever sign from nature that you would interpret that. Trust it, because also sometimes we can let ego get in the way and we get a sign and we disregard it. So Spirit is telling you now, really be open to it and they will guide you. Don't stand in anyone's shadow anymore. You are meant to shine brightly. You are Lumos Maxima, you know. That is your message, pile one. And I hope that this finds you exactly when it is meant to find you. And I hope that it helps answer some questions for you. Thank you so much for joining me today, pile one. And I cannot wait to see you for the next one. Bye, guys. Hello, my beautiful pile two. This is for anyone who chose the Obsidian or the Expecto Patronum card with the stag on it. Okay, so we'll put this up here. Now, as you may remember from the intro, I showed you my little pad here, and I told you that we are getting some advice from Spirit about your current situation or issue or question that you have, and we'll be doing it with the first set of cards, these 4 over here being your current energy. These 5 here is the energy of what you're worried about or what you're questioning, what you're concerned about. Then we have your advice cards right here and your possible outcomes right here. Okay, pile 2. Let us begin by turning these over. 4 of Swords, okay. A little tight on my desk today. You guys had a lot of cards come out. The other pile so far has not. Pile 1 didn't have nearly as many cards come out, especially for your energy and the situation's energy. So you guys definitely took the cake on that one. Okay, pile 2. So we have for your energy the 4 of Swords, the Tower, the 8 of Pentacles, and the 2 of Pentacles. So a lot of times when we see the 4 of Swords, you're tired, pile 2. You've been through so much lately, you know, especially with the Tower energy showing up. You know, you're tired. You've overworked yourself. You've overextended yourself. And you're really just over it at this point, pile 2. You need a break. You need to take a little bit of time for yourself to kind of unwind from everything that's been going on with you, pile 2. You know, the Tower's shown up here and something big happened for you, or you're going through something big emotionally, or, you know, a lot of times when we come into adulthood, we end up having certain beliefs about our family members change, and that can cause emotional turmoil and upheaval, and it makes you question things. You could be seeing someone's true colors for the first time. You friend for 10 years, all of a sudden you're seeing them through a whole new light because your eyes have been opened by your experiences in life. It set whatever this is, it set your whole world into chaos. You were so not prepared for whatever this was, and you feel like it's just all crumbling around you. You've had a lot of really big feelings and big emotions, and everything you thought you knew about this person or this situation has kind of been tested and changed. But I also see that with this Tower energy, it's also kind of pushed you into new experiences. You're either learning a new craft with the Eight of Pentacles. The upheaval inspired change, pile 2. It pushed you to try new things, learn new lessons. I definitely feel like you're starting to really focus on things that matter to you. And if you have a hobby or a craft that you partake in, you're sort of really taking the time right now to perfect that. And you might be thinking of maybe monetizing that. Maybe if you're someone who crafts homemade jewelry, and you've done it for years for friends and family members, growing and going through all of your changes, you realize that maybe having a 9-to-5 because that's what your family member has always told you that's what you should do, you're coming to realize that now you want to actually pursue things that you're passionate about. And so if you've been making jewelry for years for your family members and, gifting them to your friends and loved ones, now you're starting to realize, well, hey, maybe I want to put it up on Etsy or start a TikTok page to sell them. That's what you're kind of coming into. You're really learning to perfect your craft. For interpersonal relationships, it's like you're learning new ways of dealing with and communicating with your loved ones, because for so long, a lot of toxic patterns in families where we might not always communicate the best. We don't say what we actually mean. We allude to things. And it's like now you've taken a step back, pile 2, and you're really wanting to do better in all areas of your life. You might have started therapy. You could be contemplating starting therapy. This energy is showing that you are changing, you are learning, and you are growing, pile 2. And with your Two of Pentacles, with the 2 Pentacle placements, this could have a lot to do with making money. This could be your career. But also Pentacles is the earth sign. And, this could very well have to do with home. With the Two of Pentacles, I feel like it's maybe you learning how to better balance both of them. Maybe not working quite so many hours, or maybe going from, a part-time position to a full-time position even, and having a little bit more balance, or, stepping away from maybe that more corporate job where you're not happy and you feel out of balance and you feel chaotic and you don't feel so great and it's wearing you down, and you're now stepping into a new time for you, a new balance for yourself. If you notice, like, the ocean behind him is chaotic. It's crazy. It's not equal, and it kind of leaves him on unequal footing, but he's learning how to balance, right? The chaos is coming to an end for you, pile 2, and I feel like you're kind of stepping into this new era for yourself, and it's time to, like, rest and recuperate. And once you've given yourself that time to unwind, you're going to, like, pop up a completely different person. Like, I don't want to make it, like, sound like it's so bad, but like you're stepping into who you truly want to be and who you'll be satisfied with being, pile 2. So now we are going to move into the energy that is this situation is bringing in, what it's, you know, kind of what to expect. My goodness, my incense has decided to make a mess. Anyway, we have the 6 of Wands to start with. Okay. All right. Okay. The 6 of Swords. All right. That makes sense. 10 of Cups. Oh, that's awesome. And the 3 of Cups. Okay. Oh, I like this for you, pile 2. This is such a nice little message for you, pile 2. With the 6 of Wands, whatever brought you to this reading, you know, it's heralding a new beginning. It's for your betterment. It's moving you into a new place in your life. If you're wondering whether to take a new job or take a promotion, the energy around it is definitely saying kind of go for it. Put yourself out there. Walk confidently into this new chapter for yourself. You know, pile 2. Everything, you know, is pushing him forward, right? So it definitely, it makes me think of that saying, to the victor goes the spoils. So if you want to have the good things, you have to put yourself out there, right, pile 2? So that is the energy that I'm picking up for you in this situation. You also have the Queen of Pentacles here in this energy around whatever you're questioning, whatever is coming into your life right now, right? If it's regarding a relationship, then the person that you're kind of attached to makes you feel safe and cared for. There's a certain level of contentment that you will find in this relationship, you know, and paired with the 6 of Wands, if it's reading, you know, somebody coming into your life, their energy is somebody who has integrity and valor. You know, it's somebody who's going to really be there and support you. But if it's more career oriented, then it looks like either, you know, like I said, I keep on coming back to you. I really feel like you're getting a promotion, or some type of managerial position, like some more responsibilities. But it really, she's sitting there confidently. She knows she's got this. So I definitely feel like even if you're nervous about it, pile 2, it is definitely meant for you. And just always remember to be the best version of yourself in this position. With the 6 of Swords, this is a card of movement. It could, like I said, going back to the promotion thing, you know, this could be you changing positions. This could be you advancing in your career. It very well could actually just mean that you are literally moving, like you are traveling, you're going somewhere, you're living somewhere new. But the overall energy around whatever you're wondering about, whatever brought you here, is very positive. You have the 10 of Cups and the 3 of Cups, and both of these cards are the symbol of joy and celebration. And, you know, finding a place in your life where you feel surrounded by people you love. There is this message of finding community, finding your people, finding your group, finding what brings you peace, joy, and contentment. And it's with the 10 of Cups too. They're surrounded by their family, you know, they're happy with that. They're looking at the rainbow and looking at the sun coming through the clouds, right? So I truly feel like whatever you are asking about, there is so much positive energy into it. You know, if you went back and watched pile 1 at all, theirs was a little bit more somber, and yours Your reading is just more joy, more happiness, more fulfillment, really, I feel. So if you're wondering if you should go for it, I definitely feel like you should go for it. For your advice from Spirit about this, you have the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune, looking back on your Tower energy, I feel like Spirit is trying to remind you that everything in life is cyclical. So if you are going through your Tower moment right now, you might not be able to see the joy coming. You might not be able to reconcile the troubles that you've been going through with all of this incredible thing, all of these incredible things that are supposed to be coming into you. How do you believe that the sun is going to come out when it's been raining for 40 days? You know, it's hard. It's been hard for you, pile 2. But Spirit is trying to remind you, not only is it just a cycle, it's going to get better again. Have hope. Don't give up, you know. This too shall pass, you know. And with the Ace of Pentacles, that's talking all about new beginnings and divinely given gifts. You know, if you look at the art on the Ace of Pentacles, the cloud is handing you this gift. Please take it, you know. Don't doubt yourself. Don't underestimate yourself. Don't think that you're not worthy to receive the gift that is being given to you. Don't let the darkness that you're in now prevent you from finding your light, prevent you from moving forward and finding joy. And I do have the possible outcome here with the World. Yeah, Spirit is really trying to hammer home to you right now that this is your time to shine. You know, the World, after everything you've been through, after every lesson you've learned, after all of it, you are at a place now in your life where you have more knowledge and more experience and you're better prepared for things. And you notice cycles now, right? Going back to the Wheel of Fortune and cycles. You notice cycles, you notice patterns, you notice the red flags a lot more easily now, right? Like you're better at it. You're at the best version of yourself currently. So you deserve the promotion. You deserve all of the things that you've ever doubted about yourself. Like it is your time. You are being guided and heralded into a new moment for yourself, you know? You've created and manifested this whole experience now that has taught you life lessons that you didn't feel like you could come out of. But now you're walking into this beautiful, bright future where you are divinely guided and supported, and it is all meant for you, pile 2. Like, don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt what is meant for you. That is like the overall feeling, like, go for it. Let me see. I think, sorry for the pause. My brain kind of did its own thing real quick. Sorry, guys. So let's see this oracle card, this oracle deck. We'll pull some cards of advice for you. I might do, I don't know. Hold on. Let me do this one first, and then we'll figure out what we want to do for you. Any advice for pile 2, Spirit? Any advice for pile 2? Messages or advice that pile 2 might need or want? Potion. Remember to practice self-love. Stars. You can manifest every wish. Any other bits of advice for pile 2, Spirit? thorns. Weave together the crowns you deserve. Garden, something lovely will grow from this. And then on the bottom of the deck, you have storm. Every hurricane comes to an end. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna pull this one out. And pull that one out for you because I do think that that is something you need to see. Again, going back into you having this tower moment and having all of these big feelings and everything that has been happening, and you feeling like you're not gonna come out of this. Spirit's just reiterating that you will, you know. Remember to practice self-love. So this goes with the Four of Swords. Take that time to rest and really breathe, you know, recover, recuperate, and then come back better than ever. Stars, you can manifest your every wish. And that goes back to what I was saying with the world. You are creating your own reality. You are creating your own experience. You know, I watch a show with my kiddo, and we were watching it the other day, and it said, one of the characters said, while the world is happening to you, you also are happening to the world. And I know it's a quote by someone much bigger and better than me, and I cannot remember who it came from, but yes. You feel like all of these things keep happening to you. And while that might be true, pile 2, you are affecting just as much change around you. Your actions have just as much of a ripple around you. And you're really, I think, coming into a time where you're realizing the effect that you have on people. You're realizing how powerful you are in this reality and how powerful you are in this world. And you are stepping into that power. You're taking all of the bad things that have happened with thorns, weave together the crown you deserve. You're taking all of those things that have happened to you that might have beaten you down in a way that you feel like you can't get back up from. And you're learning how to craft it into something that is empowering to you, something that you wear with pride and honor. With garden, you have something lovely will grow from this. You're literally taking all of the negative things done and said and felt by you and weaving this incredible new chapter for yourself. You're taking your power back and you're really stepping into your own power. You know, you don't feel like you're coming to an end with all of the pain, but you are. You're stepping out of the storm now. And you're getting your rainbow. You're getting your rainbow. You're getting your happily ever after. It's the rainbow after the storm, right? And we will go through the fairy deck for just a little bit more advice, pile 2. And then we will wrap up. Okay, what advice do you have for pile 2? What advice have you got for pile 2? Nature signs, hold on, I have to fix that real quick. What other advice have you got for pile 2, Spirit? Nope. You might also have a message, funnily enough, from somewhere in pile 1, because these cards, actually all 3 of these cards came out in pile 1, and I don't feel like you're getting any more. So there might be some type of message for you there. So I did drop one just now. Divination came out. Okay, that was the one that I just dropped. All right, guys. So we have nature signs, flourish, friendship, and divination. Okay, so nature signs says be receptive to the subtle messages from nature as you go about your day. Nature talks to us continually. We need only open our hearts and minds. And I do feel like I said it when I did my other reading for pile 1. If you receive messages from spirit through animals, so, you know, if I'm having a rough day or I need a reminder of how I'm not alone, I might see an uptick in crows or blue jays or dragonflies. Those are some of the animals that, you know, when I see them, I associate them with messages from spirit. And you might have your own animal, you know, you might have raccoons. You know, you did also pick the pile with a stag. So, it could be a stag or a deer or something like that. Or it could be a Harry Potter themed in general, because we also have the badgers, like from Hufflepuff. But there is some animal or something in nature that when you see it, you know that it is divinely guided. It gives you that reassurance, right? And you might be looking for that now, especially going out of, you know, any of the big emotions that you felt or through anything that you've been through recently. You might need right now just a little reminder from spirit, hey, we're with you, you're not alone, and things will get better. This is a time for you to flourish. The lotus flower fairy tells you to learn from experience and shed your inner light on any unclear areas of your life or those around you. And again, you know, I said earlier how you've learned and you've grown so much over everything. And you're taking that new knowledge and that new growth and you're moving into a time of prosperity and joy. You're finding new friendships with the 3 of Cups here too. It's 3 friends. There is a need for human connection. And I really think that you're finding healthy human connection for the first time in a while. This says fairies and humans alike need friends. Now is the time to seek out those who will support and encourage you on your journey to fulfill your dreams. So I do feel like you're stepping into a time now where you're finding your people, you're finding your happiness. And I know this is so cheesy and I really don't want to say it, but but each time I try to avoid saying it, I keep hearing it, and I heard it when I pulled the 3 of Cups too. You're finding your tribe. There, I said it, guys. You're finding your tribe, and I feel so lame for saying it. You're finding your group of people. And it is your time to really shine and trust people and let people in for the first time in a while. You also have divination. This is the one that kind of fell out and flew behind me a little bit. Embrace your powers of divination, which are especially strong right now. You have the ability to see your current situation with crystal clear clarity. Say that 5 times fast, guys. But this, I kind of definitely feel like it touches back on using your intuition to guide you into the next chapter of your life. Trust your instincts. I think I said it. I'm not sure. I think one of my tarot cards, I think I said something about trusting your instincts and your intuition and letting it, you know, guide you into the next phase. If not, I was supposed to. My bad, you guys. But you have learned so many lessons that you have I'm trying to find the right words. Hold on. You've sharply honed your intuition at this point. You've been through so many different life experiences. Yes, that's how I want to phrase that. You have sharply honed your intuition through everything you've been through. That now is the time that you can really use your instincts to guide you through any difficult situations. You are being encouraged right now to open yourself up to new experiences. Trust that the negative things are coming to an end. It's not always going to be like this. You will have joy and happiness. You just have to keep going. That is the ultimate message, is just keep swimming, guys. You know, you have so much potential in this. That's so weird, Pile 2. My camera just turned off before I could say goodbye to you guys. I think that was Spirit saying, okay, wrap it up, lady. Okay, so I hope that this message has found you exactly when you were meant to hear it. I hope that it has helped you, and I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful day, Pile 2. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment down below. Let us know, you know, let me and Stacy know if, you know, any of these resonate for you. We always love to have some feedback from you guys. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Pile 3. This is for anyone who chose the Wingardium Leviosa card, or, oopsies, the Green Aventurine. So, as I said in the introduction, we are going to be getting some advice from Spirit about whatever current situation or issue you're having. We're going to take a look at your current energy, the energy of whatever you're worried about, whatever you're asking about, whatever situation you have in mind when you were drawn to this reading, advice from Spirit, and possible outcomes if you choose to follow advice. I didn't really say this at the beginning of my other two readings, and I'm you know, I hope I remembered to say it in the introduction. I don't remember, but I hope that when people are drawn to readings, they understand that this isn't so much, the way that I read cards, it isn't so much about telling the future. It's about reading the energy that is around you or that you're sitting in the moment, and picking up on energy from Spirit to sort of give you advice about how to proceed. You know, especially in the way things have been in the world lately, it can be really scary to not have any guidance. So this isn't meant to be for me in the way I read, because I know that there are all sorts of different readers out there, but when I read, it is more just advice over things that might be coming into your life, about the energy that is around you. To me, that's what my relationship with my tarot cards are. It's reading the energy. It's not, you know, hoping for the future to pop out and emerge in a reading. It is just, hey, this is kind of what's going on around you, and this is what you can possibly do to improve your situation or have a favorable outcome. Okay, you guys? So I wanted to make sure that I kind of put that in there with my readings, because that is how I choose to work with Spirit in this sense. Okay? So, without further ado, let us get into your reading, and we are going to start with your energy, Pile 3. I almost said Pile 2. Sorry, guys. We have Ace of Cups, the Empress, okay, and Ace of Pentacles. You are sitting in a lot of new energy right now, Pile 3. A lot of new beginnings emotionally, mentally. There's also possibly a change in your career or your job, or you could be learning something new in your career field or in your chosen field. With the Ace of Cups and the Empress being here, For some people, that is going to indicate pregnancy. And if that is happy news, then congratulations. There is a maternal energy, a loving and warm and soft energy in your energy right now, pile 3. So I don't know if you are kind of stepping into your healed era right now, pile 3, where you've done a lot of work to get to where you are. But I also see with the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles, you still have things to learn. You still have things to experience. You still have maybe things that you need to unlearn, okay, pile 3? But again, with the Ace of Cups and the Empress energy, that is very much two cards with fertility and pregnancy in mind. So if you are inquiring because maybe you have just found out that you're pregnant and you're not really sure what to do, or you're worried about it, you know, maybe you need to pay a little extra attention in this moment. But for everyone else who doesn't have pregnancy as a factor, this is all about new beginnings and kind of stepping into the softer, more open, more grounded version of yourself, okay? So then we will go into taking kind of look at the energy around whatever your situation is. Okay, pile 3? So we are looking at karma, 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Swords reversed, and Justice. Okay, so whatever you are worried about or inquiring about, all parties involved, like, I'm getting the message, your destiny is shaped by the decisions that you make, right, pile 3? And that's what we have with karma. Like, every decision you make leads to what happens next. It leads to different consequences for different actions. We always have choices that we have to make every day, right? You have a choice to make in this situation right now, pile 3. And it's gonna be a pretty sizable thing that you're having to make a decision. It's like a big decision for you. You are really, I feel like you're almost at a crossroads right now, pile 3, where you have to make this change, because if you don't, you're just gonna stay stuck. You're gonna stay in the same energy and the same karma that you've been in, and you are so ready to make that change. You know, your current situations are reflections of your past decisions, just as your current decisions will be reflected in your future outcomes, okay? So the other thing that I'm kind of picking up here, pile 3, is you have to stop interfering with other people's karma. I feel like sometimes you kind of always want to be towards everyone's rescue. Like, you have that motherly urge. Like, as a mom myself, I have the urge to always fix things for everyone. And sometimes you have to allow people to learn their lessons, pile 3. You have to kind of step back and be like, okay, well, nope, I cannot interfere in this for you. This is a mistake that you have made. This is a decision you have made. I release the guilt of always feeling responsible for fixing your fuck ups. Sorry, I try not to swear too much when I do readings, but it's like, I get that urge. You have to stop fixing their fuck ups. You know, it's not your responsibility, and it's not your guilt to have if things don't end favorably for them, pile 3. It's reminding you of your own karma, but also reminding you that you're not responsible for others, I really feel. And that you have really big decisions to be making coming up, pile 3. You also have the 9 of Pentacles, and this is literally showing you stepping into a new season of your life and going into it with confidence. all of these cards, Justice, Nine of Pentacles, the Empress, this is all strong feminine energy. And you might not be, you know, you might be non-binary, you might be, you know, trans, you might be whatever. But whatever you're coming into your divine feminine energy. And there's divine feminine and divine masculine. And right now is your divine feminine, bad bitch, confidence, healed, all of it. Like, you really are stepping into your own and realizing your own self-worth at this point, okay? You're not being held back by anything else anymore. You have your Nine of Swords, which it's reversed. There's some energy that is, I don't really think it's your own energy. But there is somebody's energy here that they always play the victim. And you, in the past, have always felt like it was your responsibility to come through for them or defend them or help them through their hard times. And you're realizing that you can't do that anymore, but they're bitter about that. They do not want you to reclaim your space from them. They don't want to lose your allyship. Unfortunately for them, you're realizing the truth of their nature. You know, don't allow their hardness, their assholey tendencies, don't let their tomfoolery, and I don't know why I said tomfoolery, that is not a word in my everyday vocabulary, but don't let their actions bring you down, you know? And with the Justice card being here, it really shows that whatever has been built up to now, it is going to have the consequences come out. It's all about cause and effect right now. If they're in the wrong and you're feeling like, oh my God, if they come out and they say these things that I've done, or they say this, or you're afraid that they're gonna like expose you or reveal you to other people, that things that you're not comfortable with, them doing that is actually going to be detrimental to themselves, because you were just being vulnerable with someone and then they took your vulnerability and used it against you. That's what I'm kind of picking up on in this area. Like, if it's a friendship, it's somebody that you've been friends with for so long that they are always the drama. They are in the drama. It's like in that Taylor Swift song, it's me, hi, it's me, I'm the problem. They are the problem, but they always make you feel either responsible for their behavior or like you're the problem. Like, they gaslight you sometimes, pile 3. And Justice coming through is telling me that time is over. They cannot, the Karma and the Justice cards, they are not getting away with it anymore, pile 3. Like, everything is going to be coming to a head. Okay? So then we'll get into some advice from Spirit over here. We have the Tower, okay. 10 of Wands and the 2 of Pentacles. Okay, so with the Tower, you know, I know a lot of times we see the Tower card and we're like, oh no, not this card. But it's just sometimes so necessary, pile 3. And here, especially with this energy up here of you really having your karma come through and really having relationships tested and having that friendship or that person who always takes advantage of your kindness be exposed, it's like you've always kind of felt off about it up here, but you were never really sure. And now it's going to be exposed. This person's true nature is coming to light. And with the Tower, it rocks your foundation, essentially, is the story that I'm picking up on, the energy that I'm picking up on. It's like when you find out a really deep truth about your parents and it changes your whole perspective on everything. It is one of those fundamental earthquakes where for so long you believed a certain thing, or you always believed that you were the problem, and now that something has happened that brings to light that you're not, it goes against everything you've ever thought. And with the 10 of Wands, you're carrying this burden, and you've been carrying it for so long. And I feel like with the 10 of Wands being here, you know, being as overburdened as you've been, Spirit is saying now it's time to release that. It's time to let that foundation crumble of the thing that has been hurting you, that relationship that's been hurting you. Let the foundation crumble. You've been carrying this burden for too long. It's time to kind of let go. It's time to sort of walk away from it. It is not your fight anymore, pile 3. You are coming into a time you're having to learn balance. You're having to learn to let the things go that are weighing you down, that are keeping you from reaching your next level. And you need to let it go because you are in the perfect time right now to have that growth. You have that energy around you. You have the change. You have all of the good things you've done being acknowledged. It's time for you to grow, and it's time for you to let go of these limiting people and beliefs, okay, pile 3? Learn how to balance your love of helping and taking care of others with learning how to love and take care of yourself, pile 3. Any outcomes, or, you know, what the energy for the future of this all is. We have the Star, the Hanged Man, the Emperor, and the Wheel of... Wow, you guys. There are so many major arcana cards in this. We have the Empress, and then we have 2 of the higher, you know, then we also have Karma and Justice and the Tower and the Star, the Hanged Man, the Emperor, and the Wheel of the Year. Pile 3, big things are happening for you. Like, like I said with the Tower, your whole foundation is about to be rocked. I really do feel like that, but in the best possible way, because we have the balance of the Empress and the Emperor. We have the balance of the masculine and the feminine energy coming in, right? So here, you're the loving, maternal, relaxed, mom, right? Which is a joke. No moms are relaxed. But anyway, and then you have the firm, protective dad. If you're wondering if this is going to lead you to growing into a new relationship, that is a very strong possibility with the Emperor. That energy could be showing up to balance out your Empress energy. But here with the Star, you're coming into a time of like learning new truths and learning who you are and having revelations about yourself. And it's going to help you, and it's going to help to encourage you be the best version of yourself. And you're also going to go through a period of really learning how to be at peace with your inner truth. You're finding your inspiration and your hope again. And you're also like going through this creative change for yourself. You're learning new ways on how to just be, and be in silence, and be in stillness, and to find the beauty in that. We have the Hanged Man here. That shows that you really are coming into a new phase of your life. Like, new things are happening for you. Things you've not yet experienced. That they're going to allow you... There's this time of change coming for you. Where you're going to have... If you're somebody who manifests, you're going to have your manifestations actually appear in this realm, in this physical life of yours. If you're someone who prays, you're going to have your prayers met. You know, it's really a time for you to be open to new adventure. Okay? The Emperor paired with the Empress energy. Again, this could be the beginning of a very, very balanced relationship. There's a masculine energy entering, possibly a new partner. It could be you showing, it could just be you showing that you started this journey in your Empress energy and your divine feminine energy, and you're finding your way to your masculine, to your divine masculine. So that is always a possibility. It could also indicate, you know, maybe a fatherly energy coming in and helping guide you through this situation. Just help guide you through anything, or you finding your own inner strength. And with the Wheel of the Year here, it is definitely showing that, like, your luck is changing. If you've been having, like, a really hard time lately, with the Wheel of the Year here, amongst everything else in this reading, you have big energies, but it's all bringing, like, a change of luck. Like, you're walking into a season of abundance and prosperity, and you're leaving behind toxic friendships and things that hurt you. You're going through, like, this span of good luck, especially in this deck. You know, like, sometimes when I do readings, I purposefully choose different decks, and then I think of how they're described in the book. Sometimes the Wheel of Fortune is just, oh, what goes up can come down. But particularly in this book, it is completely associated with a change of luck for the better. It is good luck coming in for you, pile 3. So I do sense a lot of positive changes coming your way, pile 3. Don't be scared of them. Don't underestimate yourself. And when the truth is finally revealed to you, don't be afraid of it. You know, sometimes truth scares us, but it also can help release us from obligations that aren't healthy for us. Wings. You never needed those wings to fly. What other? Mirror. Treat your body like the palace it is. Storm. Every hurricane comes to an end. Is there anything else for my pile 3? Any other advice? Anything that pile 3 needs to know? Garden. Something lovely will grow from this. An evil queen. You deserve sugar, not salt. And then Witch. Justice is coming is what is on the bottom of the pile. Okay, pile 3. Ooh, I'm going to actually put this up because I do want to talk about this one a little bit more. Because you had Justice here too. Okay, so I think that's all pretty obvious. 4, you have a lot of 4s and even 8. 4 and 4 is 8. So you have a lot of 4s coming out in here. And I do very much feel like that's just Spirit reminding you that you are grounded and divinely protected in this time. With starting with Wings and then ending with Evil Queen, I do feel like this goes back to the 9 of Swords reversed. That toxic friendship, that friend who is a little too drama-esque, the diva-ish, kind of borderline narcissistic. You know, like everything has to be about her. And you've taken salt from her for so long. You've taken her bitterness for so long, and or their bitterness for so long that you just can't do it anymore. And I feel like with their energy, they possibly have always kind of low-key put you down or made you feel like you are less than them or that you are only where you are because of them. So like if this is like in a friend group, then that could very much be like that one friend who's like, oh, I'm the best at everything and people like me, I'm popular, and you wouldn't be anybody without me. That's not true. With you never needed those wings to fly. You don't need her wings. You don't need her or their encouragement. I'm sorry, I'm looking down and I see a lot of female energy, so. but you don't need their words or their validation to be just as important as them. You know, if this is a familial situation, it could be like your mom, your sister, your aunt, your grandmother, who always sort of put you down. You know, they never build you up. And if they do it in a manipulative way. Like, oh, you're only good at that because I showed you how to do that. Or because you learned it from me. Or you watched how I did it, or whatever. Like, it's always a competition. It's always something with them. And it's like you're really coming into a time now where you're realizing, oh, I don't need their validation anymore. I'm a badass in my own right. Mirror, treat your body like the palace it is. Like, you're really stepping into a time now where you're gonna start taking better care of yourself, pile 3. You have to. If you want to feel better, you have to start treating yourself a little bit better. And you're so worried about the outcome and how it's all gonna land. With Storm and Garden, Spirit is reminding you every period of darkness has to come to an end at some point. And through horrible things, beautiful things can grow. Don't be discouraged. And then you have Witch, Justice is coming, paired with the Justice card coming out. I already told you earlier in the reading, pile 3, that you are being guided in a way that the things that you're losing right now will be for the highest good for yourself. And if you're worried about that, if you're worried that it's not really gonna be for your highest good, Spirit is telling you and confirming for you it is. Nothing that they will take from you or nothing that you will lose in this time period will cause you to fail in life or cause you any negative repercussions, really. Okay, pile 3? And we'll do a couple of the fairy magic for pile 3, please. Any others for pile 3? One more time. Anything else? Alright, guys, I'll take that. Usually I don't take that many cards, but I will this time. It's only 4. It's not that bad. So, we have Come Together. Fairies like to be busy, and a group of them is showing you that many hands make light work. Working as a team helps get the job done. Protection. The fairies of protection are shielding you with a magical fairy ring of love and light. Practice psychic protection before embarking upon any spiritual work. Wish wisely. Use your wishes wisely to manifest your heart's desire and take practical steps towards making your dreams come true. And healing. Now is the time for you to give or receive healing. Everyone has a natural ability to heal others. Yes, even you. Okay, pile 3. So I do feel like you're sort of worried that if you step away from this friend or this family member or this friend group or whatever you're inquiring about that's kind of negatively affecting you, you're worried if it's a job, whatever, you're worried that you aren't going to find any more support, that you're going to kind of have to be stuck on your own. And Spirit is telling you that that's not true.